Okay, hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Brad Gottschall. I am the Lower Paxton Township Manager, and in typical fashion, I will give a brief summary of this evening's agenda, particularly for the benefit of those who may be watching at home on television. So tonight is a business meeting of the Board of Supervisors. They have a number of action items on the agenda, and they all begin under new business, starting with action to adopt Ordinance 22-05, which amends the zoning ordinance to modify the zoning map, which includes a rezoning of land in the R1 district, moving that into the traditional neighborhood development overlay district. Next, the board will take action to approve application for payment number 1 relative to the annual Township Paving project. After this, the board will take action to approve a pay application and also a change order relative to the Brightville Park basketball court resurfacing project, following which the board will take action on a number of resolutions relative to the annual county local share gaming grant application project. Following this, then the board will take action on improvement guarantees and the payment of township and authority bills. Finally, any lasting announcements prior to the final adjournment. With all that said, members of the board are seated and prepared to conduct business. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gottschall. Call this meeting of the Lower Paxton Township Board of Supervisors to order. We'd like to ask everyone to please rise, and Supervisor Lindsay will lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We now need to move to approval of minutes of the February 15th, 2022 and March 1st, 2022 business meetings. Is there a motion?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. The Board of Supervisors did meet in executive session prior to this meeting and will do so again following. Now is the time set aside for public comment. Public comment is for any item not on the agenda this evening. So if you are here to speak to an item that is on the agenda, we'll have public comment on that item at that time. So is anybody here who would like to speak under public comment on an item not on the agenda? Okay. Seeing none, we'll move to chairman and board member comments. I would like to begin by taking note this past week, Lower Paxton Township lost one of our leading citizens, Polly Murphy, who I could spend a long time spearheading all the different projects and programs from our Linglestown 250 to the Chris Kindle Smart to all sorts of activities that Polly was a leader in our community, and she passed away last week. And I think that we should take note of Polly's passing, and the board would like to extend its sympathies to her husband Joe and to her family. So very sad to hear of Polly's passing. Board members, do we have any other comments?
Last night I attended the Capital Area Council of Government meeting.
And?
Speaker was.
And the speaker was, we had two speakers. The primary speaker was from the Capital
Keystone.
Yeah, it was Keystone. It was Keystone Services.
Oh,
where
okay.
they,
Human Services?
well, they provide services to municipalities on just about any subject that you need help on. So it was very interesting. And they're sending out a packet to our manager. It should be coming in probably today or tomorrow. It was a good meeting.
Good.
I just had a couple things. This morning, Manager Gottschall, Supervisor Zumas, and myself, we attended the Greater Area Harrisburg Realtors Association seminar, and it was for elected officials from Cumberland, Perry, and Dauphin County. And also Ryan Unger from Creed, from the Chamber of Commerce, was the speaker today, so very interesting. I wanted to thank Linglestown Area Civic Association and along with our economic development employee, Christian, for starting the Linglestown First Farmers Market. So the farmers market meets on third Saturday of every month from 8 to 12. And I was there approximately about 10:30 last week, and it was packed. So if you want to come out again, July, August, September, and October, lots of fresh vegetables, and there was a lot of vendors there also. And Friday night at Heroes Grove, we'll have our second concert of the year, and it will be the Lower Paxton Township Variety Band, and that will be from 7 to 8:30.
Great, thank you. With that, we will move to the manager's report.
Yes, sir. Members of the board, I only have one item this evening, if I may. Due to staffing shortages, waste management collection of yard waste for the remainder of this week is being postponed. Those properties within the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday routes will instead have collections to occur early next week. So we will be sure to pass on any updated information that we may receive from Waste Management, our hauler, as it may come available. So with that said, that is my report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have no items under old business, so we will move directly to new business. First item is we need to take action to adopt Ordinance 22-05, this amending Chapter 203 of the zoning ordinance, Section 303.A, modifying the Lower Paxton Township zoning map to rezone land from the R1 low-density residential district to the traditional neighborhood development overlay district. This will be a public hearing and will be conducted by Solicitor Stein. Mr. Stein?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a time and date set for the public hearing on Ordinance 22-05, which would amend Chapter 203 of the zoning ordinance, Section 303A, modifying the Lower Paxton Township zoning map to rezone land from the R1 low-density residential district to the traditional neighborhood development overlay district. Is there anyone in the audience that wishes to be heard on Ordinance 22-05? Yes, you can go to the podium if you'd like.
This is just a very simple thing, but probably an important thing. I'm Tisha Falk. We own property adjacent to the property that you're discussing tonight. And I noticed that our last name is misspelled on the ordinance. So if we could correct that possibly. That's all. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anyone else who wishes to be heard on Ordinance 22-05? Seeing no further response, Mr. Chairman, it would be in order at this time to close the public hearing on Ordinance 22-05, and the board may take action if it so desires.
Thank you, Mr. Stein. That has to be the easiest item to address that we've ever had. We will certainly correct the spelling of your name. Thank you for calling that to our attention. With that, is there a motion to approve the adoption of Ordinance 22-05?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve action to adopt Ordinance 2205, amending Chapter 203 of the zoning ordinance, Section 303.A, modifying the Lower Paxton Township zoning map to rezone land from the R1 low-density residential district to the traditional neighborhood development overlay district.
So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Board members, any discussion or questions relative to the proposed ordinance?
Just that, are we sure about the actual spelling? F-O, what is the spelling? Okay. Just for the record.
Okay. With that, I'd like to ask for a roll call vote on the motion, please.
Mrs. Lindsay,
Abstaining for personal reasons.
Mr. Zumas,
Aye.
Mr. Judd,
Aye.
Mr. Henry.
Aye. Okay, the ordinance is adopted. Now we move to 9B. We need to take action to approve application for payment number 1 from the JVI Group, Inc. for the 2022 Lower Paxton Township Paving Project. Mr. Gottschall.
Yes, members of the board, pay application number 1 authorizes payment in the amount of $551,361.55 to the contractor JVI Group Incorporated for the 2022 Township Paving Project. Once paid, This $947,000 contract will have a remaining balance of $395,715, and of course inherently require additional future pay applications. So this pay application has been recommended by Township staff as well as the Township engineer, and it is prepared for board action this evening.
Okay. Board members, any questions?
Very simple.
With that, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve application for payment number 1 in the amount of $551, $551,361.55 from payment number 1 from JVI Group Inc. for the 2022 Lower Paxton Township paving project.
So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Nobody's opposed. Taking us to 9C. This is to take action to approve the pay application number 2 and change order number 1 from JNS Paving and Excavating Corp. For the Brightville Park Basketball Court Resurfacing Project. Mr. Gottschall.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. These action items are, as just mentioned, part of the Brightville Park Basketball Resurfacing Project and also the Township's overarching Parks Revitalization Project. Pay app number 2 authorizes payment in the amount of $4,704 to the contractor JNS Paving and Excavating Corp., while change order number 1 increases the original contract price of $159,680 by $3,500 for subgrade repair work relative to some stormwater issues at one of the corners of the court. So once authorized for payment this evening, the total balance of the complete contract which is inclusive of change order number 1, which will be $6,637.50, again necessitating an additional future pay app. Again, this application for payment and the change order have been recommended by Township engineer and Township staff.
Board members, any questions?
So the new price with the change order is $163,180.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
But we're approving tonight $6,637.50. No.
No, what you're approving tonight is the pay app of $4,704.
Right, okay.
Yep.
We're approving both, aren't we?
Yeah, I thought.
Both, yeah.
Okay, you're doing
yes.
both.
704
Okay.
and 163,180.
Okay, just one,
Okay.
okay. That's why I wanted to make sure I thought it was both.
Yeah, let me just get this right for the board. The board is approving the pay app of $4,704 and the change order, which is $3,500. I threw too many numbers out there, so I was trying to get
That's
so
okay.
$4,704 for the pay app
3,500.
and $3,500 for the change order.
Change order, okay,
I made that too complicated. My apologies.
okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Does everybody have that?
We got it, we got it.
Mr. Judd.
I move that we approve pay application number 2 for $4,704, and change order number 1 for an additional $3,500
Right.
from JNS Paving and Excavating Corporation for the Brightville Park Court Resurfacing Project.
Very good. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Item 9D, we need to take action on resolutions 22-21-01 through 22-21-10, and this will be endorsing and authorizing the submission of Dauphin County local share grant applications. At our workshop meeting last week, we had presentations from pretty much all of these various organizations outlining their projects. So are there any additional questions relative to these proposed resolutions?
I just have a question, Mr. Gutschall. So are each of the grant applications, are they notified that we have rated them and they'll be sent into Dauphin County then?
Yes, each applicant will receive a cover letter with
Okay.
their ranking as well as a copy of the resolution.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now, do we have to do each one of them separate, or can we do them 22, 21 to 22?
You can do them in one motion, just do it.
Okay.
Resolution 22-21-01 through 22-21-10.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Any additional public comment on these items? Okay, seeing none, then we are prepared for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve resolutions 22-21-01 to 22-21-10, endorsing and authorizing the submission of Dauphin County local share grant applications.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
That takes us now to subdivision and land development, of which we have improvement guarantee. There is one. Amanda, you're getting off really easy tonight, aren't you? There's one proposed improvement guarantee. Any questions?
There's
Two?
two.
Oh, now
Two.
there's two?
Yeah.
Oh, when I last looked, there was one.
It grew.
All right. Okay, but we are going to take these votes separately. So first of all, is there a motion to improve the Columbia Cottages BRV extension? Is there a motion?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve action on the Columbia Cottages BRB extension.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, aye.
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 Is there a motion to approve Shadebrook Phase 3 extension?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
May we have a roll call vote, please?
Mrs. Lindsay,
Abstaining for personal reasons.
Mr. Zumas,
Aye.
Mr. Judd,
Aye.
Mr. Henry.
Aye. This takes us to payment of bills for Lower Paxton Township and the Lower Paxton Township Authority. Mr. Treasurer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do move that we approve the action on payment of bills for the Lower Paxton Township and the Lower Paxton Township Authority.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Any additional announcements? Hearing none, the next meeting of the Board of Supervisors will again be a business meeting. It'll be on Tuesday, July 5th at 7 p.m. In this room. So I guess we'll wish everybody a happy Independence Day on July 4th. We'll be afterward. Did you have something
Yeah, I
additional?
just want to say, there will be no authority meeting next Tuesday. The authority meeting is canceled.
So we'll see y'all on the 5th of July then. With that, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.